Facebook group, Wendy's Nailfee Studio, you'll be able to see a Nailfee of this finished look. But yeah, so it's going to look like that. I'm trying to see if I have any background that's like pure white, but I'm not seeing something that's easily grabbable. So I'm just going to keep going. Alright, so I'm not going to use this one. Save that one for later. Maybe the girls will want their nails done this weekend. With this one, who knows? But we'll see. So let's put that there. And then, which one? I gotta remember. Okay, the thumbs for sure. I like to use the biggest ones. Unless I'm doing a pedicure and manicure with the same set, then I try to squeeze this one onto my thumbs. But I'm not doing my pedicure yet. The pedicure has been holding on strong, so I haven't been out in the sun very much with my feet. And so the set that I have on my toes has not yet faded. Some of the sets, especially the neon sets, tend to fade. So be forewarned if you order any neon sets that if you are out in the sun a lot and you don't use a UV protective top coat, it will fade colors. So it'll give you a nice distressed looking mani if that's what you're gonna end up looking for. Otherwise, you know, you can swap it out and just have you know, new nails after they fade. Which is typically what I end up doing. Alright, so let's color some more. Okay. I am actually very excited to use the Colorplay Tropical Garden Party sub box next week, but I still have not figured out what I want to do with the sets, because I want to incorporate all of the sets, and they gave us, for those that didn't watch the unboxing video, they gave us 5 full sets in that sub box. So value wise, definitely hit the mark there, Color Street. Keep that coming. Keep that coming, Fall Park. The owner of Color Street, just telling him he needs to keep those full sets coming, because we Color Street enthusiasts love having the value of all the sets. But color story wise, still haven't quite figured out how it's gonna gel together, but I do want to use all the sets because I do love the challenge of trying to use all of the sets. So there lies my challenge. So I haven't figured it out yet. It's likely that I'm gonna do some kind of French looking, or like some kind of like cut up. I'm gonna cut up the strips likely, because I can already see myself wanting to use all the colors, and I love that green, but I do want to save that green to be used on its own later too. So I'm probably going to cut up some of like the smaller strips that I don't usually like use very often and incorporate that green in the mani in that fashion. So, but yeah, haven't really figured it out yet. I have seen some like mixed manis already showing up on Facebook and Instagram and even on YouTube. So I like seeing all the ideas, the different ideas, but I also want to end up doing my own thing. So haven't really fully fleshed out my thoughts on that yet. But I guess you can all wait and see what I do with it, because I will come up with something, and I will, you know, by next week when I'm doing it. But yeah. I mean, even for this one, the Motherly Love Challenge, I almost didn't want to do it because I was like, I can't think of anything that screams motherly love. And I was throwing around a few ideas when it came to motherly love. One of it was there was a set from the holidays that had this like teddy bear. So it was like a drawing that a kid had done, and they used that drawing and made it into a nail design. And so I had extras leftovers of that bear with the love, and I was like, ooh, that might actually fit the theme because an actual kid drew that and it says love on it. And I was like, yeah, that works. But then I ended up not doing that because then I thought about, well, how does that tie into my mom? Because I did want to pay tribute to my mama. And so yeah, that's when I settled on this. I was going to use a different color on the bottom too, because Panda Bear, when I was asking him, I'm like, when I say mom, like, what colors come to mind? And I'm not gonna tell you the colors that first came to his mind, but he settled on, you know, like robin eggs blue was the color, one of the colors. And so I was like, oh, I think I have a set like that color. But then I realized, like, coloring the flowers with the Sharpies, it might distort the color of the flowers if I had a background underneath, like a background color underneath that was anything but white. So when I was flipping through my binder of leftover sets, String of Pearls kind of just flew out at me, and I was like, yes, that is the set that screams mom. And Amalika, the youngest niece in on Panda Bear's side, she today was such a diva at brunch because she was wearing these costume pearls, and she was totally acting like high and mighty and uppity, and it was kind of pretty funny, actually. So we were having good laughs over her attitude. But yeah, so yeah, pearls definitely reminds me of mom. So yeah. So that's what it's looking like right now. Kind of almost looks distressed, but I like that because, again, it's supposed to look like a kid's coloring or drawing for their mom. And so it's definitely giving off those vibes for me. But yeah. Alright, so here we go. But yeah, this time around, I mean, we're so inconsistent with our celebrations. Like, sometimes we'll go over the top. Sometimes we will, you know, scale it back, more low-key. And this year, my mom wanted very low-key, so we definitely gave that to her. But I got the cutest picture of her holding up her Mother's Day meal. And her hair was like, you know, a bit of a mess. And I loved it because it's just totally our vibe. Like, my family's just goofy and awesome, and not really, we don't care about like looking good. We have fun. And so I'm glad that my parents are like that, because it's definitely made life a lot more fun. A lot more fun. And, you know, we only have one life to live, so we gotta make the best of it. And I think my parents did good. Especially my mom. My mom is like one of the hardest working ladies. and one of the most caring ladies. And so being able to like celebrate her, not just on Mother's Day, we celebrate her, you know, but being able to like, you know, put a smile on her face with really good food where she doesn't have to cook. But mind you, she loves to cook. So, you know, we can't take that away from her because that's one of her ways of showing her love is to like cook us an awesome meal. And so can't be doing it too often where we're buying food to bring home. But, you know, giving her a break once in a while and serving her some really delicious food that she might not have sought out on her own. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. And so, yeah. And what was great is, you know, I was able to celebrate my birthday with my gal pals, and there was like leftover food from that too. And so my parents and Panda Bear were able to, you know, enjoy some of the leftovers, like the cake and the Vietnamese food and all that too. So yeah, we do not waste anything in this household. Like, leftovers go to good use. So yeah. But today was nice and warm. Yesterday was nice and warm too, but today was nice and warm. So this morning I did laundry. Although it was really cloudy this morning, so it was kind of deceiving because I was like, wait, today's supposed to be warm. Why is it all cloudy? So I got a little worried, but Mr. Sun did come out, and then it got really warm later. But luckily it wasn't too warm when we were eating at IHOP, so we were able to enjoy a nice outdoor meal. And then right now it's still kind of warm, but I have a fan on, so it's not so warm where it's unbearable, and my color street's not melty today, so that's a plus. But yeah, finally starting to feel like spring. Not my most favorite, although I'll take spring over winter and summer any day. But fall is definitely my favorite season with the autumn leaves. Here in Southern California, we don't get the changing autumn leaves as often, but some neighborhoods do have trees where the leaves change color. But I would love, love, love to see more changing colors of the autumn leaves. So maybe planning a weekend away from Southern California sometime in the fall is in Panda Bear and my future, because I love the colors of fall. Fall is my absolute favorite season because two of my most favorite holidays happen in fall. So Thanksgiving is my #1 favorite holiday. And then Halloween. So yeah, definitely a fall girl. And summer is like my least favorite season, which is funny because like a lot of people love summer, but summer was never really my thing. Too dang hot. The beach is not all it's cracked up to be. All that sand, all that salty water. Yeah. Which is why I don't know why I'm still here in California. Yeah. Maybe one day we will pick up and move out of this state. But I am Wendy from Cali and always will be. So born and raised in California. So California will always have a part of my heart no matter where I end up in the future. But yeah, definitely looking for somewhere where there's actual real seasons. Although winter, with its harsh winters that I know some of my online friends have been talking about in their areas, I don't know if I can hack it. This softy, I am so soft. Coming from California, I've not had to deal with harsh weather. Spoiled rotten with decent weather, right? So yeah, I'd have to really research, or at least have a home that's very well insulated from the elements, because yeah, not a fan of like the uber cold or super warm and hot and humid. So yeah. Anywho, oh, what else has happened since we last talked? I'm almost done here, actually. This is not bad. What time is it? Yeah, it's gonna only be a two-parter this time, folks. Not too shabby. But yeah. That means I might have time to watch at least 1 or 2 more episodes of Bridgerton. Oh, man. Nah and Diane, you guys created a monster. Why'd you guys tell me about this great show? At least, like I said, like my mind is in a place where I can actually accept the show, because previously I was just like not in the mood for it. Oh shoot, this one is too short. Oh, because I stuck it all the way up here. Well, gosh darn it. Okay, let me see if I can still peel it off. Yep, I can still peel it off. We're going to have to color another one. Alright, no problem. This is why I didn't seal it yet, because just in case something like that happened. And of course it did. That's what happens when you do no editing to the videos and you're just live and just blabbing away. Sometimes what Panda Bear says, calling an audible, making a change last minute, you just gotta go with the flow. And it's all good, because, you know, end of the day, it's just nails. Alright, but it still won't push this video into a third video, so at least it's just a two-parter. Man, oh man, it's gonna be a busy week this week. I just feel it in my gut, but I'm kind of glad I forced myself not to work this weekend. Gotta remember to keep that balance. So yeah. But this is really awesome, actually. I like it because it's unique. It's very different from anybody else's. And any of the flowers where I didn't color them in, because that string of pearls is a white, but then it has that pearlescent, like, pink sheen to it, it looks pretty cool. So hopefully it will translate on camera when I go to take a nail fee. But yeah, you all can see it when I post it tomorrow morning. But okay, let's finish coloring this. Poke there. All right. Let's do the pink first. I really do like the color palette that my mom chose, even though I usually don't gravitate towards pink that much, but the pink with the orange and like the light orange actually looks like the melon color. It looks pretty cool. So yeah. If I were choosing the colors, I myself, I probably would have chosen probably like a lilac, a lavender, and maybe like a teal blue or something, because I gravitate towards like the cooler colors, but my mom looks like she likes more of the warm colors, which actually totally make a lot of sense. she's an Aries. So these fiery looking colors are totally her vibe. And that totally makes sense. For me, I don't know why I'm an earth sign. So you would think that I would gravitate more towards earthy colors. And I do. Like the color green, I do gravitate towards. But I'm also very into watercolors, like the sea. But yeah, here we go. I don't know why I colored the whole thing. I'm not even going to end up using the whole thing, actually, because we just have this nail left. Oh well, whatevs. We did it anyways. Okay. And then we just got the thumbs, and then we're done. Whoa. Probably shouldn't have the fan on while I'm doing this, because it also kind of affects, placing it down, but I did it. I did it! We're making it work. Alright. Cool beans. Alright. Places that used to exist that no longer exist, that I'm sad about. I don't know if you guys had this growing up. If you guys grew up around the same time I did, Warehouse Music was a place that I loved. I was able to go there, and they had CDs where you can put on headphones and listen to the CDs and stuff like that, and listen before you buy. Really loved that. Also, I used to work at a Mervyn's, so I miss Mervyn's. Mervyn's was my shop, my place to go shopping for clothes and stuff like that. So I miss Mervyn's, for those that remember Mervyn's. And what else do I miss? Blockbuster Video, I totally miss. None of the young folks will get the pleasure of remembering Blockbuster Music, but us older folks can reminisce about that. And for those that don't know, Netflix. So Netflix right now still has DVDs where you can get DVDs in the mail and then send them back. But they're going to be discontinuing that soon. And I didn't even know that still existed until my brother and his wife showed us that they still got DVDs in the mail. But yeah, Netflix is taking that away. And so my sister-in-law was like, yeah, it's going to force us to have to go to the theaters if we really want to see the movie. Unless, they put it on streaming pretty quickly. So I don't know, it's kind of sad, bittersweet, I guess. The internet is killing a lot of the stuff. It's nice that there's not going to be, it's going to be less stuff to fill landfills, right? Because, no more DVDs, no more CDs, no more cassette tapes, no more records, no more 8-tracks. Well, you'll still be able to find all that retro stuff somewhere for now. But who knows for how long, right? But yeah, everything is going to be, you got to be plugged in. So if you're not plugged in and you're not, you don't have a good internet, it's going to be tough. Which makes me almost want to rebel and just go, F it. I'm just going to be unplugged and go live off the wilderness. But I can't, because I'm so addicted to my small screen that is my telephone, and addicted to YouTube, addicted to all of my interactions with my online buddies. So yeah, I probably won't go off the grid. But I don't know. Like, I've been trying harder to, like, not be on my phone, like, all the time. So, I don't know if people have noticed that. I used to be on my phone so much more, and now it's like I post a lot less. And it's more about, like, spending time with my family. Although I still like to... I pride myself on being the family historian. So I like capturing as many of the moments as possible, whether it's in video form, which, you know, I leave as unlisted. I'll post it on YouTube, but I leave it as unlisted where I can share the links with just a select few. Or, you know, taking photos and stuff like that. I absolutely love doing that. And so, I don't think I'll ever stop. Having smartphones has really made it so much easier to be the family historian. But it used to be where I had like a digital camera and I would be like snapping all the photos and all of that. So I was like in charge of that. I put myself in charge of that. Nobody put me in charge of it. I put myself in charge of that. Anyways, so even like to this day at work too, if we have like a function or whatever, I try to like take photos and videos and stuff like that, so that we can share with, you know, everyone. So yeah. I do really miss having physical photo albums though. That's something where, you know, digital has really killed being able to have like a photo album to like physically flip through, you know. And it was my boss who said that he would be doing some leisurely reading this weekend, because he says that, you know, it just is a nice change of pace to be able to, you know, physically hold a book and turn its pages and stuff like that versus staring at a screen. And I totally agree with that. Like, there's nothing like it. So yeah. Speaking of reading, any of you all read for fun? Leisurely reading? I have one author that I buy all of her books. Her name is Heather Wardell. She is from Canada. And one of the main appeals of her books not only is the price, because when she first comes out with her books, they're relatively inexpensive to buy like a digital copy. But also she likes to write about characters usually, and they're like, you'll see characters like reoccurring in other stories, and they're just like briefly show up. And so it almost feels like real people, that it's like, I almost feel like if I went to Canada to where, you know, the stories supposedly take place, I'd be able to like actually see these people, even though I know it's all made up. But like the way she writes it, it makes me feel like, oh my gosh, these are real people that she's talking about. So if you like chick lit, I think that's the genre that she would put herself in, her writing in. I would recommend her books. They're relatively inexpensive, really quick reads. You can get through it in less than a day because they're not that long. And yeah, they're a lot of fun. So, Heather Wardell. But yeah, she actually decided to kind of go off the grid and not be online that much, which hopefully that means that she's going to come out with more books, because I know how distracting online can be. And so by taking yourself offline, hopefully that means that you end up having more time for other things. So yeah. But if you guys can recommend any good authors. I know for a moment I was really into Harlan. Is it Harlan Coben? Mystery writing and stuff like that. Like thrillers, suspense. But then I stopped reading those. I don't know. I like things that are light and fluffy. Even shows, I usually like light and fluffy. Panda Bear says it's popcorn TV. Stuff that doesn't take a lot of brain cells to enjoy. And I don't like drama as far as drama in my personal life, but watching drama on TV, awesome. Love screaming at the TV. Panda Bear says that I should make a YouTube channel of me reacting to shows that I watch. And if I did that, so many people would be offended. So not gonna happen, but yeah. I get pretty offensive when I watch my popcorn TV, so I'll say that much. And with that, my friends, I am done. So here's the final look. I will obviously get better lighting tomorrow morning and take a selfie and post it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. And this is it for now. I will see you all next time. Peace.